Hello everybody, here again to have a look at some Japanese stuff on Japanu Toys, because, well, that's what we do here on this little segment anyway. This time we're having a look at the Kamen Rider Ghost Change series, which is the toy line for the little kiddly-winkles in Japan, of Kamen Rider Necrom, who's the cool rider from the show Kamen Rider Ghost. So, let's see if he's any good, or if you should probably wait for a figure art release of him. He's here and ready to crush invaders! It's Kamen Rider Ghost Change Necrom. He's using the very standard body that these kind of kids' toys, proper kids' toys, all use. However, I think the paint and the actual detail and the look of this guy are top quality, and really what drew me to him, like the greens, the whites, and the black, and the way that they're placed all over the body just makes me go, he's a wee bit tasty, and I like him tasting good. He's even got his little driver on his arm. Unsurprisingly, it's not coloured at all. If you're a painter, boom, you're sorted. And the head detail is pretty neat. It's nifty with this big eye in the centre of it, and it's got that sexy silver that, well, Japan likes to use on their toys. So in terms of articulation, he's going to do exactly what you would suspect him to do. The head joint is okay, moves left and right, but not a huge amount up and down, just because of how the joint is. The arms go up with this universal joint a little bit more than I would suspect as well. 90-degree elbow bend, which is all important, bicep swivel, wrist swivel, and I know it's a standard, but I kind of wish they'd make these hands better. We've had them long enough. We've got a waist swivel, a waist cut, so that's good, and the hips do exactly what you would suspect. They go forward a little bit, they don't really go back, kind of hits the butt flap. They go out a hell of an amount, so you can almost do a full splits. Then we have a thigh swivel and a knee bend, and the all-important ball joint in the foot. Now, the good thing about the thigh joint is, because of how the design is, it doesn't break it up when you twist it, which is always a plus in my eyes. There's some really nice design Kamen Riders, but those thigh swivels just kind of break up the nice flow of the design. And we may as well talk about his little Parker thingy jumper hoodie thing. It's got a bit of articulation. It's got the arms that can move in and out a little bit, and they're on ball joints so they can swivel out, so he can wave his sleeves, I guess, in the air, which is great. And he's also got these wires, I guess we'll call them, which swivel around a little bit. But let's have a little bit more look in detail at the jacket. Now, there's not a huge amount of detail to really cover here. He looks good, he's got nice paint apps, and the colour contrast works well. Yes, you can see the face mask underneath, well, the ghost face, I guess, but that's not a huge deal to me. That's just how this kind of toy gimmick works. There's nothing on the back, unfortunately, but hey, whatever.
Yes, sir. Loading. Tengan, Necrom, Mega Uru-Ode. Crush Invader!
Okay, so now that we've got the jacket on Necrom, we can see that the articulation really hasn't been limited. All you gotta worry about is when you move the arms forward and whatnot, just to finagle the sleeves to make them look neat. It's a little bit tricky, but it's a little problem. It just doesn't bother me too much. The big issue we have is that the head is being completely locked down with the jacket on. The hood does move up, which is definitely a nice addition from the earlier figures, but the head being still completely immovable, I find to be a bit of an issue, you know? He loses a lot of pizzazz. So what I like to do is I like to get the jacket on its own and take the faceplate off. And to do that, all I do is... well, it's connected onto the jacket with two little pegs, so you need to use a bit of pressure and a bit of care and squeeze it and finagle it out. And you can do this, it's fairly easy. And there you go. You've got the faceplate and whatnot, and we can put off to the side now. And the way the hood attaches is on the back here we have a big peg shaped thing, I guess. This is all rubber plastic, so there's not too much worry about it breaking, and you'll just pop it out, as I've done here. And there we go. Now you can put the hood off to the side, because you don't need it no more. So we have the faceplate and we've got the jacket, so we'll add them to our Necrom figure. And, well, with the jacket on, that's what he looks like, and then you just kind of friction the face on. It will not be there securely, but he now has head articulation, so that's a big plus in my eyes. Yeah, this hood piece is still spare, but now he can move his head, and I think he looks a lot better. If you use maybe some blue tack on this thing, it'll probably stay on there a little bit better. I just haven't bothered, to be honest. I'm not sure how that would damage the figure, if it would or if it wouldn't. The bit around the back where the hood was connected, I also think almost sort of works as a folded back hood, but now I've got a Necrom that I'm happier with. I think he looks a lot better, personally. So anyway, guys, I'm definitely a fan of the Ghost Change series, as granted I've only started off with one, but the gimmick is okay, it's not too bad. It maybe limits them a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I'm like, it's a neat idea. And I do like Necrom. I think his design works really well for me personally, so I'm happy enough with him. But if you want a much more screen-accurate version with a lot more articulation, you're going to be going for the figure arts, of course. You're just going to be spending more money, because that's just how it works. Anyway, guys, I hope this video has been entertaining to at least one person or more. If you've got any thoughts on the Ghost Change series yourself, or if you want just a figure art of Necrom, please let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to find out who's a figure arter out there and who's not. And until next time, everybody, well, keep on Kamen Ridering or something. Collecting toys, all that nonsense. Yeah, see you later.